My name's Erin Krueger, and I am the founder of the Erin Krueger Team here in Nashville, Tennessee. We are one of the top teams in the state. We have sold over $2.5 billion in real estate and done over 3,500 transactions. I have 12 incredible real estate ninjas that work by my side every single day, and we have a lot of fun doing that. We've grown to heights I never imagined as a team lead, which has transitioned into public speaking and books and lots of different opportunities. And, through my book, Capture the Culture, we have kind of had another vertical added to our business that Blok has helped with my coaching program. So I'm super excited to see what the future holds. I learned a long time ago, it's the who, not the how, right? We have all these great big ideas as entrepreneurs. We're growing in many different directions, and it's about creating a team that's, a well-oiled machine that can go and execute like nobody else. I can't do all things. I don't know how to do any of that stuff, but I know the great people that can, and Blok has become just such a valuable partner. I would say backing up a couple years, I was at a convention and I heard about, ClickFunnels and lead generation and just different things on how to capture leads. And we tried it and we failed miserably because we didn't execute right. And so during COVID, I really saw an opportunity. I saw a lot of people going to our website, and I wanted to be able to harness that, but I wanted to be able to go a step further and be able to give them value. And so we reignited the ClickFunnels in a very interesting and dynamic way. And we were going into markets that we were seeing a huge, feeder market into Nashville and being able to capture that. And that's California, up and down California, into Chicago. And, the slogan was, why are all the Californians moving to Nashville? Well, that invokes a click. And they were immediately clicking there to get a free relocation guide, and immediately those leads were coming in. And what was interesting about it, those leads weren't low leads, something that maybe people are used to with Zillow and other places that are out there. These leads were quality luxury leads. And overnight, our business changed because we now had the luxury buyers that were coming into the market. And then that itself helped us level up in the listing caliber because we were now invited to the table on listing presentations and competing against the biggest names in the luxury market. And now I'm proud to say 6 years later, we are that name in the luxury market. And Blok was a major reason why we got there. I have dealt with a lot of different companies over the years. I've been doing this for 20 years. I've never had anybody watch my wallet like it was their own. I think there is a big difference in being a number versus being a person. And they've always looked at what my goals were, and they worked with me as a partner to get there. I kind of go back to the fact of the integrity and really kind of taking a holistic approach of what your ultimate goal is versus just this is what we sell all the agents. Like listening to them of what their need is. I was talking to an agent in Miami recently, and he was just building out a beautiful big website with the company that I worked with previous to Blok. And at the end of the day, I told him about my experience. And I said, listen, I really think that if you're putting this much money behind it and you're this committed to growing your business, you really need to find the right partners. And there's nobody else that I recommend other than Blok. I think partnering 6 years ago with Blok really changed the trajectory of where our team wanted to be. We had goals, and I think partnering with Blok has allowed us to accomplish those. I think that we are in an industry right now where people are seeking knowledge, and I think data is the number one thing that people are seeking for understanding. Right now, a slower market, longer days on market, you have to supply sellers with really critical information to let them know that we are working every day for them, and getting the analytics back from Blok on websites or campaigns and digital ads that we're doing has just been, really a saving grace with, keeping and sustaining relationships and expectations with sellers. I think what surprised me most is that while they're a technology company, they are so immersed in real estate. And I think it's just the fact that they want to learn more and more about our business. And they take that approach every single time we talk. It's when we're talking about numbers and relooking at different campaigns, they're not afraid to say, stop spending money here and let's put it over here. Or let's pull back right now on this. You don't need to be spending money on that right now. I don't think ever in my 20 years I've ever had vendors that care more about my wallet. And to me, that means that we've got a trusted partnership.